Oh my gosh, hi. How are you? What you doing? Are you watching me? Freak. How are you guys? You guys doing good? Did you guys eat today? Did you eat? Because I ate twice. And I'm about to eat again after this video. Yes, I like to eat a lot. And ever since I've been eating a lot, I have definitely been gaining weight. Like, I used to be much skinnier than this. Like, thighs thicker, booty bigger. Ooh. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. I just had crazy last year. I had two male companions, two male friends that I had to really stop talking to because they had different ideas towards me, if you understand what I'm saying. Boo. Girl, listen. Okay? I'm a friendly person. Just because I smile in your face does not mean I want to bounce on that. What else? I had this one female friend who I had to stop talking to because her girlfriend is crazy. Her girlfriend convinced her, the female who's my friend, that I was gay and I wanted her. Girl, first of all, I'm not gay. There's not a single bone in my body that ever looked at another woman and thought, I know what I like. Bounce. I don't like you. Like, bitch, what? Are you stupid? I like men. I'm sorry. I'm not attracted to a female. Now, I could look at a female and be like, damn, that's a bad bitch. That's a bad bitch right there. But never in my mind would it ever cross me to want to, are you stupid? And she's salty. She don't like me. And I don't care. You're mad because what? I'm not even gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. But like, bitch, bye. Are you stupid? But yeah, and so much more. So much more has happened to me. It's not even funny, but I don't want to say too much right now. I don't. I want to keep it for all my other story times that's gonna come. Okay, I promise you. Hello. Okay. Say story time. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a crazy one. Okay, it's gonna be crazy. I had this man like obsessed with me, low key. And he can't convince me that he's not obsessed with me. You're obsessed with me. And it's okay. I would be obsessed with me too. Listen, I'm a great woman. I'm a good woman. And I'm not bragging or like really happy about it because he's a whole mess. I'm sorry. He's a mess. There's too much tea. Like, if you sipped it, bitch, you gonna burn your tongue. Fuck, what? No, there's way too much. There's too much tea. I didn't see a sign with this one. Not until I broke things off. Sorry. Ooh, jumping ahead. Mind you, he has a girlfriend. And he has another woman knocked up right now. He has a girlfriend. He cheated on her with a civilian. I don't know who, but there's nobody on the boat, or so he says. And he's still trying to be in my face, trying to play me, talking about, you know I want you, you know I'm not talking to nobody else. But do you think I'm stupid? There must be stupid written on my forehead. Because what are you talking about? I know you're not single. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna explain it to you. Sorry. I just got a little excited just now. Excuse me. Why are you talking so loud? Stop talking so loud. What you talking loud for? But anyway, so for today's story time, we're gonna be talking about this guy named Florida. So Florida, right? Let me tell you how I met the man. One day we was on duty, and I was standing watching the barge. I see this sorry. I see this dark chocolate, this tall, 6'2" motherfucker come onto the barge. And I had to go like this. I said, I gotta have you. And I did. So I saw him and I was like, say something. And I was like, nah, I'm scared. I punked out. I did. So what? Okay, I'm human. He comes back down and he leaves. And I told myself, hopefully he comes back before my watch is over. Because if he comes back before my watch is over, okay, you gotta say something. It wasn't an option. I had to. He comes back 20 minutes later, but he comes back with some McDonald's. So I don't know. I was just like, you mad selfish. So you came back to the bar, you didn't offer none of us food. He was like, my fault. And when he spoke, when he spoke, that voice, I said, oh my. Hold up. Why have I never bumped into you? Okay, because this is a problem. So he was like, my fault, but you know what? I can share some with you right now. I'm like, no, it's okay. I was just joking. He said, I'm not. I said, oh, okay. At first he walked away, but then he came back. Just a little bit. And then he was like, I'm not gonna lie, you're really beautiful. I would love to like get your number. Can I have your number? I told him no. I don't just give out my number. I ended up convincing him to take my Instagram. He was like, you're gonna be acting weird, aren't you? You're not really gonna hit me up. I said, if I just give you my Instagram, it'll make you think that I'm not gonna hit you up. When I got off watch, I checked my DMs. He already slid through. He hits me up. I cannot remember exactly what he said, but just know it was something good. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really feeling you. I know we barely talk and we barely have ever even spoken, but like I like the vibe that you got, your aura, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not gonna lie, hey, I got a good vibe, you know? And I definitely have great aura. He was like, he wants to talk more. I was like, and then I told him, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I think you're great. You're attractive as hell. You're tall. I like it. The problem is I'm not ready for a relationship, and that's what I told him. I'm not. The one thing about me, I would never um lead somebody on. Sorry, I could not think for a second. My mind literally went blank. So anyway, I told him the truth. I was like, hey, yeah, I'm not really looking for a relationship, blah, blah, blah. He said, no, it's okay. He was like, we don't even have to be on that type of timing. Let's just be friends. I'm like, okay, cool. A week after that, I'm feeling him. Ah! So I'm not gonna say I felt him a lot to the point where, oh, I want him to be my man, but I definitely wanted to be around him. One day, we're on duty and we go eat in the mess deck. We're sitting down and I felt somebody looking at me. So I look over, right? And on the table, the table right behind him, there was a girl, a dark-skinned girl, and then she was with her friends. I looked over, the dark-skinned girl looked at me, and then she looked away. So I'm like, do you have an ex-girlfriend on the boat? That's what I said. He's like, yeah, why? I'm like, is that her over there? He was like, no, yeah, that is my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, bro. I was like, does she still love you? He was like, yeah, she does. I'm like, okay, do you love her? Do you love her? He said, no, I don't love her anymore. I'm like, so she still texts you. Why are you talking to me? He was like, I promise you, I don't text her back. He pulls out his phone and he showed me. He was like, bunch of messages. And I just felt so bad. He never responded to anything. He was telling the truth on that part. So we leave. when we leave, like I can see we all have peripheral vision, right? From the sides, when you see stuff from the sides. So I can like see her slowly just looking at us walk away. I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing because like, damn, she loves you. Bro, 2 days after that, he texted her because he needs to get his phone back. She has his phone, an old phone that he no longer uses. According to him, she broke her old phone and now needed a phone and didn't have enough money to get a new phone. And because he's a good guy, he gave her one of his old phones. But now he wanted it back. She was like, no, I'm not giving you nothing back. You're not getting your phone back, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, why are you acting like that? He was like, no, you trying to make me look like a fool. You over here talking to a new girl, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, you think you finna get this phone back? You're not finna get, you're not getting nothing from me. And if you got a problem with it, come fight me. In fact, no, send that new girl that you're talking to over here and I'll beat her ass. What did I do? Why am I involved? Listen, I understand that you have feelings for him, but it has nothing to do with me. It's like me getting mad if one of my exes was talking to somebody new. I can't get mad at that. And I'm over here just looking at the messages and I'm like, but what did I do? I didn't do anything to you. Why are you mad at me? I'm looking at this and I look at him. I'm like, so look at the shit you got me into. So I gotta fight her now because of your stupid ass. And he was like, no, I would never put you in that situation. I can already tell the type of girl you are. You not in the type of time in. Hold up. That was an insult. So pretty much you called me pussy. But I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna take offense to it. But like, I'm not the type of person go looking for fights. However, if a fight was to present itself and somebody puts their hands on me, then yes, I will defend myself. Because the hell I look like letting somebody touch me. But I'm just like, he's like, I would never let her lay hands on you. And if anything, he's talking about, if anything, I'm a hitter. What? I told him, no, what you hitting her for? You don't gotta hit her. He was like, nah, he's like, I'm not gonna like use all my strength. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Play fighting with the man is already enough to make us cry as females. What are you talking about? I was like, no, please don't do that. He was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna do that, blah, blah, blah. But I got hitters for me. I'm like, oh my goodness. What is going on? Okay, you know what? It's okay. Let's talk about something different. Okay. Anyways, so after duty, we're leaving work, right? And we're walking. He had a lot of stuff in his hands. I'm like, yo, let me carry one of them, right? He's like, what you mean? No, I got it. It's okay. I'm a man. I'm like, okay, you're a man, but I'm a woman, and women are supposed to support their man, right? He's not my man. However, we're kind of in a talking stage, so I'm going to treat you as such. So you know what you could potentially have, pretty much. I was like, if you do not give me your bag right now, I promise you we will never talk again. Because right now this is your ego talking. I'm a man. I can carry my own bags and your bags. No, you're good. I got you. It's okay. He put the stuff down. I picked up his bag. I saw his face before I walked away, but I didn't react because honestly I wasn't really paying attention to it. But I promise you, when I walked away, bro, and I saw his face, that nigga's looking at me like, you different. Oh yeah. Anyway, so whatever. We get in my car. He did not have a vehicle, and I didn't care. Some of y'all probably like, well, you talking to a man with no car? Okay, so if you don't got it, I got it. Now we have it together. Let's stop, okay? I meet you, you meet me. Anyway, we get in our car, I take him home, blah, blah, blah. And then we both stay at the PPV at the time. PPV is military housing for obviously people in the military. I want to fast forward a little bit, but like Valentine's Day rolls around, right? And I had the key to his PPV. He gave me a spare key, so like I could do whatever I wanted. When you treat a man good, ladies, I am telling you, they would do anything for you. So anyways, he gave me a spare key, and I literally walked right in there. It was Valentine's Day. He told me to meet him after I got done with my hair because I wanted to make sure I look good. It was Valentine's Day. What? I'm not showing up anywhere looking bunny. Because if I look good and I like what I look like, I know you gonna like it too. So anyways, yeah, I walked in his room. When I walked in, he was not ready. He was like cutting one of his friends' hair. He does barbering part-time, also on the side. I walked into his room. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, no man has ever did this for me. But his bed was fully coated, fully decorated with a bunch of cute Valentine's Day stuff. There was teddy bears, there was balloons, there was chocolates, there was whatever you could think of. Okay, roses, rose petals. That man did all that for me. It was so beautiful. That's the first time a man has ever done that for me. And I don't know, I was just like, oh, wait, I got one of the roses still. This one is not a real rose. It's one of the, I guess, fake plastic ones. But it's so cute. I think it's lovely. I'm sorry. And guess what? You know why he got purple? Because purple is my favorite color. And I thought that was so thoughtful and just pretty. Anyway, so yeah, I walked into that and I thought that was like, oh my gosh, okay, maybe you might become my boyfriend. Let me start. Now, let's fast forward a month. He's in my room at the PPV. We're just chilling, vibing. I made some dinner. We're watching movies. I don't remember what movie, but I'm pretty sure it was a horror movie. I stepped out. I come back to him being on a phone call. And I'm like, who you talking to? I'm like, who you talking to? He was like, it's my mom. I said, oh, okay. You know, she was just checking on her son. And then he starts looking at me. And I look at him like, why you looking at me? And he's just smiling like he has a big ass grin on his face. And then he starts saying, Mom, I met somebody. I'm like, oh my Lord. You don't know if we're gonna last. We just met. Yes, it's been a month. And honestly, my connection with him wasn't as strong as his connection was with me. It wasn't, but he was aware of that. So in my mind, why would you say that to your mom? Because like, what if we stop talking? Now I'm gonna look like a dickhead. Like, why would you do that? Anyway, he's just talking. He's going on and on. Like, yeah, she's really lovely. She's a sweet woman. And he's not lying. Everything he's saying to his mom is true. But it's like, no, don't do that. Yes, he did great things. And don't you dare think you kind of played him. I didn't play him. Every step of the way, I communicated with him strongly. Hey, you know, I like you, but I don't like you like that. He will always tell me how much he likes me. He really liked me. But I always told him, you know, I'm still, you know, with you. But mind you, I was still faithful to him. He was the only one I was talking to. I was still treating him the way a woman should treat their man. So like, I didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't like him like that. So when he's on the phone talking to his mom about me, I'm just like, oh my Lord. We need to last now because your mother knows about me. So he gets off his phone and he's just looking at me. He's just smiling. And I'm like, hi. I was like, why did you just tell your mom about us? He was like, because I really like you. I don't know. I feel like you're really different. And I like how you make me feel. And, you know, I could see us, like, being together. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then he was like, it's okay. You don't have to say anything. Like, I know I like you way more than you like me. But he said he also knows that I'm not doing anything weird or shady behind his back. Everything he's saying is true. I am not doing nothing weird, nothing shady. It's only him. Only him I'm talking to, nobody else. Tell me why. It got to a point where he always wanted to be around me. And I told him from the beginning, I'm not rushing anything, okay? And it's really based off of how deep our connection is. Our connection, for me, was not that deep. It was nice. It was like, okay, you're cool to talk to. You're cool to talk to. That was it. It was nothing more. But mind you, again, I repeat, he knew this. So before anyone goes say, oh my God, you're an asshole. I'm not an asshole. I'm far from one. But he just really fallen for me really fast. And if I'm honest, I don't blame him. I don't. So it got to a point where I finally made him understand that, hey, I don't always want to go outside. And he understood it. So instead, he would come over here. And now this is when I got my apartment, like a month and a half into us dating. I got an apartment. Anyway, so he would come over here now. And, you know, we would have a good time, just chill, relax, you know, talk to each other, get to know one another, be in each other's presence. But anyway, 2 weeks after that, bro, this is where things came to an end, right? We had a date planned. We were going to go out, right? We were going to go out on a date. Out of nowhere, around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, he hits me up and he was like, yeah, he's going to go to the beach with the boys for just a little bit. I'm like, you're going to go to the beach with the boys when we're supposed to have a date tonight? Sounds really inconsiderate. I didn't get mad. All I said was, go hang out with your boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type to be like, no, you're not going out. It's okay, go out with the boys. He was only supposed to be there for a couple of hours, maybe 4 max, right? It's 7 p.m. It's 7. And I'm like, where is he? Why has he not contacted me? Why has he not communicated about his whereabouts? None of that. I hit him up. I called him. No answer. Oh, I said, it's okay. It's just a misunderstanding. So I was like, Red, calm down. I'm like, okay, cool. Another hour goes by, nothing. So I call him. No answer. You're not gonna answer my phone calls? What are you doing? Hold up, hold up. What are you doing? My girl said, call him back. It's now 10. It's 10 at night. I call him, he picks up. I said, where are you? Like, I promise you I wasn't angry. Where are you? He said he's back at the PPV. I said, when did you get there? He said, we literally just got back. And I can hear a bunch of people in the background, right? So, you know, it's the people that he went out with, or so he says, I don't know. Why haven't you answered my calls? He said, oh, I didn't even realize that you called. I'm like, you didn't realize I called you? Like, so you was at the beach for over 8 hours, and not once did you ever think to text me or call me. He said, he was like, I wasn't even on my phone at all. I was like, so you're trying to convince me that you were not on your phone for 8 hours? You didn't think to check the time? Nothing? He was like, I really wasn't. I'm like, okay, cool. So let's say he was telling the truth, right? I said, what happened when you got in the car? Nothing. Oh, so you just don't check your phone? Is that... You cannot convince me that not at one point you was not on your phone the whole day at the beach or when you got in the car. You can play your mind games with somebody else. I don't care, and I'm not going for it, right? So I hung up on him. Boom. He calls me, and he was all over here about, yeah, I was wrong about, you know, how I went about the day. We had our date planned today, and I pretty much bailed on you, and I was at the beach, and I wasn't on my phone, and really I should have been on my phone. I should have contacted you. I should have communicated this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, yeah, sounds nice. And then he was like, me and the guys were about to go out. I said, go out where? He was like, we're about to go to a nightclub. And I was like, you called me at 11 p.m. asking me if I want to go out to the club with you and the boys. He was like, there's going to be girls as well. I have some female friends from my coworkers. I'm like, you and I both know it takes me more than an hour to get ready. By the time I get ready, the club is closed. Why are you asking me knowing that I'm going to say no? You thought he was doing something? You thought I was gonna be like, oh, see, he thought about me. No, no. You knew I was gonna say no. You knew that. It's 11 at night. But you thought that maybe this is like a chance to redeem yourself. You ain't redeeming shit. We had another date, I guess, planned, but it wasn't gonna be a date. He was just gonna come up to my crib and chill. I have my girls over. My girl, my Chiquita. That's my friend. And he calls me. And he was like, hey, are we still on for today? I said, I'm not sure. I mean, you can't come, but my friend is here. When we had plans, you chose to do something else. So now that me and you had plans, I'm choosing to do something else. And please don't call me petty. No. How you treat me is how I treat you. You do something wrong, I'm gonna do something wrong. You don't like it, don't call it petty. Call it consequences. I'm not gonna take our day as serious because you never took our day serious. Like I said, however you treat me, I treat you. I say that to every man. They must think I joke. I don't joke. Anyways, so he was like, what you mean? Who's at your crib? Right? Because I told him my friend's at my crib. I said my friend. He was like, what friend? I said my friend. He was like, what friend? I said my friend. He was like, you're not gonna tell me who? I said, you know all my friends. He knew all my friends. He was like, what friend? What friend is at your crib? I said, my friend's at my crib. He was like, I'm not doing this with you, brah. I'm like, okay. Bing. I hung up on him. I only hung up because he said he's not doing it with me. If you're not doing it with me, that means hang up. So I hung up on him. He calls me back. I said, hello? I was like, hello, how are you? He was like, why are you playing me? Why are you hanging up on me? I'm like, you just said we're done. He said, stop playing games. I said, there are no games to play. I was like, I'm not currently playing any games. I'm actually watching TV. He was like, you trying to be smart? I said, I don't have to try. I mean, I'm not the most intelligent, but I don't have to try to be smart. What exactly are we talking about? I'm not about to do this with you again. And I was like, he's like, nah, you're not gonna play with me like this. I'm like, playing with you? How am I playing with you? Do you mean like maybe at the time, the day that we were supposed to hang out, you went to the beach? He said, I apologize. I'm like, no. You knew what you were doing. You're a grown man. He was like, you gonna tell me who's at your crib right now or are we done? I said, okay. He was like, oh, word? I'm like, yeah. Hang up. I hung up on him. He tried to call me back. I didn't answer. I promise you, I was like this. The phone's ringing. I don't care. He calls me back. And then an hour later, he calls me. I pick up the phone. He was like, bro, what you doing? I'm like, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm with my friend. He was like, okay, but who's there? Like, why are you acting like that? I'm not really fucking with this. I'm like, okay, so don't. That's what I said to him. Don't. Didn't you just say we're done? He was like, but you know, I didn't mean it. He's mean it like that. He was like, you know what? Never mind. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna come get my stuff. He had like a sweater or some shit over here. So he came over. When he comes in here, he comes straight in my room. And I'm in the living room, like just watching TV with my friend. Mind you, when he comes in here, I know he felt like a dumbass. Oh well. He comes in here to see my girl with me on the couch, just eating popcorn, watching a movie. You overreacted. I didn't overreact when you was at the beach. I just knew you was on bullshit. You overreacted when you could have easily just had maybe come over, saw that it was a female, but you chose to be like, one man, one. You thought it was. Why would I be with a boy? And if I was gonna be with one of my male friends that you already know about. And mind you, I don't even hang out with my male friends by myself. It's always in a group setting. So yeah, he comes, he get his stuff, and then he has some stuff in my car as well. So I walked him down, and I opened my car door. He got his stuff. This is where the mess comes in. So now, whenever we have duty, that's when we will see each other now, right? I mean, we see each other throughout the shit, but I always avoid him. Every time we will bump each other on duty now, like, it'll be so weird. Like, I would be with a male friend, and mind you, this is one of the friends I stopped talking to because he wanted to, oh, sir, ew, disgusting. But anyways, I didn't know it at the time. Anyway, so I was with one of my male friends, and like, one of my male friends told me, like, the moment Florida passed by, he said some off the wall shit about me. He was like, don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. She's a hoe. I was like, oh my God, who's a hoe? I've never even fucked him. So you're mad? And now you're gonna call me a hoe because what? Mind you, when we were talking, right? So one of the other reasons why I never progressed my feelings for him was because he was still talking to his ex. And by talking to his ex, maybe it was more to it. But my friends would always catch him and her in the hallway, and she would always be crying. Like, she would be crying, like, why aren't we together? You know, I love you and I miss you. And I felt so bad, right? I really did. Because, like, I don't ever want anybody, male, female, whatever you identify as, to, like, be sad over a heartbreak. Because that shit hurts, and I know it hurts. But I was irritated because how you talking to me, but then you over here consoling your ex. Sorry, that's a no-no. No. I am now the girl you want to talk to. I'm someone you say you want to pursue, right? So how you not... You're disrespecting me by giving her the opportunity to vent and cry to you. So boom, that's another reason why I never wanted to like fully connect to the man like that, like at all. What else? Something else happened. Any person that was in my face, this man thought I was talking to. He was really insecure talking to me. He really did think that any man that was in my face I was talking to. And like one of his friends told me like I was the prettiest girl, woman, whatever that he ever spoke to. And I'm just like, in my mind, I feel like that's a lie. But who knows? Maybe it's true because the way he reacts to me talking to another man, oh my, so I can't talk to no man at all? Of course, I will always respect how a man feels. But one, we were never officially together. Two, these are my friends prior to you even being in my life. Why would I drop them for you? I don't even know what's going on. Now, the only way I'm dropping a male friend is if that male friend is acting funny towards me while I have somebody. Bye. You know what I'm saying? But for me to just, I would never drop a friend, but I will simmer my relationship with them. Definitely. I will simmer, damn, I'm stuttering. I will simmer my relationship with them a little bit. Like, we're still friends, but like, I'm not going to talk to you as much out of respect to how the person I'm talking to feels. Back to where we are. I'm sorry. Like, my stories all over the place. I did forget those parts. But anyways, yeah, like, anytime he saw me on duty, he would just call me out. And it was so funny. Like, I was always looking forward to duty days because I'm like, what is he gonna say about me this today? Like, I actually really did it. Like, yes, I was being petty after the whole beach situation, but he deserved it. Any man that treats me a certain way, I will do it right back. And no, don't call it petty. That's not pettiness. Actually, that's a lie. In a sense, it is pettiness. However, I also look at it as when you decide that you want to treat me a certain way, I will do it right back to you. Because I'll never give you a reason to be disrespectful or do something disrespectful to me. So when it happens, it's like, that's a really big fat smack in the face. So now I'm gonna make you feel something too. So yeah, it kind of is pettiness, but it's also deserved. Because if I'm not doing nothing for you to act like that, how dare you? How dare you do that to me? Boom. A month after we stopped talking, no, a month and a half after we stopped talking, I'm walking to the parking lot with my friends. We're about to go to our car, leaving our job, right? Leaving work. And there's this car driving recklessly in the parking lot. And at first they drove past me, and the driver rolled down their window. It says something, but it happened so fast I didn't even see who was driving. That car does like a ring around, like drives throughout the parking lot. And now they're about to drive directly towards us, right? So when the car gets closer, I can see who's driving, and it's Florida's friend. And then I look in the passenger seat, and it's Florida. I'm like, what is wrong? What is wrong with you? So now you're trying to like, what? Like, what do you want, right? So anyways, I'm walking, right? I'm walking. Out of nowhere, I'm telling you, that car kind of like moved a little to the left. And now it's like if I kept walking straight, it's like you would have like slightly touched me. Okay, no, let me move out the way a little bit. But mind you, the driver intentionally went into my walkway. So I move over to the side, and when I move over to the side, the car like speeds past me, stops, and then he rolls down the windows, the driver and the passenger, and starts singing the song called "Hoes Mad, Hoes Mad, Hoes Mad." I don't even know the song. I really got you in your feelings, but I didn't do anything. It's not me you're upset about. You're mad because I'm not giving you the reaction that you want. Anyway, he's singing the song. I'm looking back, I smile. I go to my car and I'm just smiling. And then I started thinking like, oh my gosh, like I really have you like pressed and upset. All this is happening really based off of your own actions. What a shame. Anyways, so I get home, minding my business, right? 2-3 months go by, I get a random text from him. He texts me. He was like, hey, do you want to come over and drink? What? Why would I want to drink with you? He was like, no, it's okay. I'm throwing a party. You can invite anybody that you want, all your female friends. The more, the merrier. I said, yeah, okay. I'm gonna see who I wants to go, but we're about to go out as well. He said, okay, cool. I wasn't about to go. Why would I go? Are you crazy? You trying to hit me with a car? Are you stupid? Anyway, a week later, he hits me up. He was like, hey, do you want to come over and drink? I said, who all gonna be there? He said, just me. Yeah, I got a bottle. I don't want to drink by myself. I was like, why would I come over to drink with you? And then again, he hits me up. Hey, do you want to drink with us? Didn't respond. Bam, again. Hey, you want to drink with us? Didn't respond. At this point, it's like, damn, I thought I was a terrible person. Why are you trying to hit me up? Because you know I'm not a terrible person. I'm actually a good woman. That's really why you hit me up. And you knew that you did some dumb stuff. So now you're trying to make amends for that. Boom, whatever, cool. He was like, you know I care about you. Don't do that. I said, no, you don't. He said, I do care about you. I'm like, says the person trying to hit me with a car. He said, I wasn't the one driving. I said, yeah, your friend was. He was like, that was him. I'm like, but that's your friend. So for your friend to want to act like that towards me is because of what you said to him. Do you think I'm stupid? It doesn't matter if you was the one driving. It still falls back to you because your friend will not do that on a normal circumstance. He was like, well, I'm sorry that happened. I said, no, you're not. He was like, no, I am. I'm like, if you were sorry, you would have told him, yo, stop. Because when he did that, remember, you thought I forgot? After he did what he did, he stopped, right? Rolled all the windows down and was singing Hoes Mad, and you were singing along with it. He said, I was not singing, you're making stuff up. I said, no, I'm not. I know your voice. Come on, be for real. That's one of the things I liked about you. I know your voice. Like, you trying to convince me I didn't hear you singing Hoes Mad, Hoes Mad, Hoes Mad. I can forgive somebody who, like, let's say isn't really themselves, and I know that's not who they are, right? That's different. He's over here talking to me. He's like, I really miss you. I'm not gonna lie, and I really miss what we used to have. I feel like ashamed, I guess, that about all my actions after we broke up, and I felt like you didn't deserve that, and you were honestly a really good woman to me, the first good woman ever in my life, and I would really like it if we could possibly like try to like start something. I said no. It's a shame. I wish we could have like had another chance. I said I don't. What? Why? You should have hit me with the car. I will never forget that. You could do a million good things for me right now in this moment. I don't care. You try to hit me with a car. You're crazy. Imagine, let's say we ever get married. What would you do to me if I try to divorce you? No, you got me fucked up. No, I don't trust you mentally, bro. You're crazy. Why after that conversation, I found out not only does he have some girl pregnant, right? Who's not on the boat. She's a civilian. So a regular person who's not in the military. But he's still talking to his ex and they still mess around. So you're still talking to your ex, you got somebody pregnant, and you're over here in my face talking about you miss me. You're telling me that you don't talk to nobody. And I told him to his face, I know you're lying. I know you're talking to somebody. He said, no, I would never. I said, you I really want. Maybe he really does want me. Let's say I did give him a chance. He stops talking to everybody. We stopped talking in February. It is November. He still like tries to be in my face. Why you so obsessed with me? You're like, you are obsessed. It's okay. You messed it up for yourself. I didn't do nothing to you. Literally didn't. What? I was a perfect woman to you. And you liked me more than I liked you. Like, be for real. And we weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend, and I still treated you good. I massaged your feet. You talking to me, but you know you got somebody pregnant. What? You think I'm gonna be baby mama number 2? He smiles. I'm like, what? No, that's not funny. That's not happening. Are you dumb? Because I'm not. Bye. I don't know. Oh, well. But yeah, that's just it. That's it. No more story. There's just nothing else to say. So that's gonna be it for my story time. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, this man really thought I was gonna be baby mama number 2. And you know what's crazy? I literally said that to him the other day when we was talking. I was like, oh, so you think I'm about to be baby mama number 2? And then he starts laughing. I'm like, I don't know what you laughing for. Like, it's not happening. I don't care. I will refuse. No, you got me messed up. Like, that's not happening ever. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Do you want to say bye? He literally woke up and came over here. It's like he knew I was closing out the show. Hi, my baby. Here, you want to hold this? Florida Sandman, he loves the rose. No, I do want my boogie boogie. My little boogie boogie. I love you, Sam. I love you. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Anyways, bye.